that's a tough question.
Rick Santorum, deeply conservative, Christian, anti-abortion, gays and contraception. Well, obviously, he's got 7 kids.
I believe we're the best person to get this country turned around across the board.
The US primaries verge on the absurd. It's showbiz popularity at its frenetic best. In the States, pollies don't just kiss babies, they sign them.
What's this going on in my tummy here?
So as the primary sideshow rolls across the nation, just which one of these Republican candidates will take on Obama come November? And Steve Clemens is our political man on the inside in Washington. Now, Steve, it ended up being pretty much neck and neck between Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum today, but it's a long road to the November election. Who's your tip to take on Obama?
Well, I think right now, if I were to place a bet, Mitt Romney still has the deepest legs, the biggest campaign. But we saw that in Hillary Clinton's race against Barack Obama, too, and, of course, he beat her. What we've seen is Rick Santorum's massive surge in these Iowa caucuses. As I speak to you, he's only 18 votes ahead in what looks to be the closest caucus or primary in U.S. history. So anything could happen, but I still think Mitt Romney's likely to take this.
Steve, this seems to be a race about religion. Why is religion so prominent in this election?
I wouldn't call it a race against religion as much as a race about what people are comfortable with. And this is a debate both about jobs and about values. The other big issue is jobs and the economy, and I think Mitt Romney there has some strengths and weaknesses. He was a CEO who fired a lot of people, and so the notion that he would be a job-creating engine is something that is suspicious to a lot of people out of work.
Now, Steve, with all due respect, from over here, a lot of the Republican candidates appear to be nuts. I mean, is that perception in America at all?
Well, you know, I watched Australian politics too, and you've got your share of interesting bits. I do think that you have this thing going on in U.S. politics right now where there's a lot of anger, a lot of anxiety about the future, particularly as we saw the rise of the Tea Party, which are a lot of angry Americans that really want to see decisive and definitive change. And what's interesting is that when you really scratch beneath the surface, and what we just saw happen in Iowa today, the Tea Party candidates lost. Rick Perry, Michelle Bachmann. So it may look crazy to you, but those that look most crazy to me did not pull off a win in this caucus.
Steve, Obama's trademark with that ability to really inspire people with his charisma. Do any of these Republicans have that wow factor?
I think, interestingly, the one guy who has that wow factor is the guy least likely to carry the GOP nomination to the full end, and that's Ron Paul. Ron Paul does mesmerize audiences, and he has incredible followers. So he has charisma, but I would say among the others, just to be quite candid, and I'm not biased in this, there's no one that I've seen that has this Obama-esque quality. Obama's problem has never been his speeches, it's been his ability to deliver on what he says.
Now, Steve, just to clarify, Ron Paul, he's not nuts?
I'm not qualified to necessarily call him nuts. He's a creative personality, and you know, there's a lot. I mean, Ron Paul is a complex character.
Oh, well played. Steve Clemens, thanks for your take on this.
My pleasure. Good to be with you.
What I find quite strange over there is that unlike our politics here where it's so safe, they all seem to go to the extreme where you think it'd be logical to try to get as many votes in as you possibly can.
Yeah, they really have a left-right dynamic. So this Republican thing is actually just dancing around the far right. How far right do they want to go? And the more right they are, the more opposite they are to Obama, which is what they're looking for. They're looking for someone to be different to challenge Obama. If you go to the middle, you're like Obama, and you could lose to him.
So some of them go right to the edge, though. There's a Republican candidate, a woman, her name is Michelle Bachmann. She was on radio the other day talking about her favourite thing.
My favorite gun is an AR-15 because you can be so accurate with it.
Right. She loves to shoot things. I mean, she wants to be president.
She probably will be.
And some of them love, I mean, we all love animals, and you're a vet, you obviously love animals, but Newt Gingrich, he also wants to be president, and he loves dogs, but he's got a problem with posing with dogs. Oh, that's just awkward, Newt. Now, Newt, I don't like the way you're situated there, mate. Just don't pull the tail up.
I love dogs, but not in that way. It is a lot better. Yeah. After the break, Sam Mack eats some bugs.